Now, we all want to find relationships which lead to a happily ever after fairy tale kind of committed bond or marriage. But it doesn't happen always. A lot of times, most relationships lead to breakups until you find the one.
I just assumed I'd play the part of keeping you in the right direction. No matter how your confidence may fall, I'll be here as your foundation.
Hello everyone, this is Cal, your pal, and today I'm going to talk about why do most relationships fail. So usually there are these few common reasons which lead to a breakup. Number one, inconsistency. This is the major cause of relationships to fail. Now what happens in most relationships, especially guys, shower a lot of attention and love on their girlfriends. You know, like late night calls, morning text messages, meeting as much as possible, those kind of stuff. हाँ बाबू खाना खाया क्या? हाँ श्रीतू घर पहुंच गया? Those kind of lovey-dovey, cringy messages or talks are very much a part of initial stages of a relationship. But what happens, if after a few months one person just stops, or at least, the calls become less or the text messages become less, and the other person has kind of gotten used to those calls and messages and that concern and love and pampering, and usually women notice this first. Then of course there'll be fights about these things that, oh, you don't call me now that much like before, you don't send me those text messages, oh abhi interest khatam ho gaya kya? So remaining consistent is very important, and if things are not the same, usually relationships tend to break apart. Next point is trust issues. So whether you have trust issues because of your own jealous nature, insecure nature, or there is ample reason for you to be suspicious about your partner, and if you bring that up in a relationship, this is going to definitely lead to some cracks in the relationship. So whether you actually find out something by snooping around, or whether you are just not going to find out because definitely your partner is loyal, but then he finds out that you are so insecure and the jealous kind of person and you don't trust him or her, it's going to definitely lead to breakup. Number three is communication issues. Now in today's day and age, if people give an excuse about them not having the devices or connection to actually interact with you, that's like such a major red flag. I mean, because we have so many options now. There is WhatsApp and Skype and Viber and FaceTime and so many options. I think everyone should use that to their advantage, because communication is so important, whether it is through calls, through text messages, through actually meeting and having conversation. Getting to know each other and everything about each other is so important. It's such a big deal. So in any way, if you feel that there is less communication, the other person is not making an effort, then definitely the relationship will fail. Next reason is different priorities or goals. Now remember that a relationship is just a part of your life. You might have different priorities or different set of goals, which are more important right now, and you're not able to give that much time to your relationship. Maybe a family member needs more time and assistance, or you need to give your career, you need to give your work more importance. Now of course, a person who can balance everything, and prioritize everything is a champion. And it's all about priorities. I think if someone is not giving the relationship that much priority, that means he doesn't feel the need to give that relationship priority. If it's important, the person will take out time or find ways to keep it going. Another thing is, like, sometimes in life, especially when you're young, you might have to travel for further studies, or you are getting a better opportunity in some other country for work, and your partner doesn't want to travel and feels that it's better to break up than going for a long distance relationship. It's not everyone's cup of tea. So in this case also, if you both are not moving in the same direction, relationships can fail. Next reason is compatibility issues. Now, instant attraction is very easy, but if you have compatibility issues, then that relationship will not work out. Now, it is not possible that your partner has similar interests, okay, or you both are really similar in every sense, but what it means to be compatible is having an understanding, having a mutual respect. It's all about balancing. I think a few points can be considered for being more compatible is having similar values and principles. I think that is very important, same kind of beliefs. But even if you have different, say, religious values, what it means is giving that person his or her personal space and respecting his or her religious beliefs, and maybe the other person is more spiritual, so giving that kind of space and respecting the other person, I feel, is also very important in a relationship. And I feel being compatible also means like giving the other person a chance to speak and giving their opinion. So when you don't get that, when you feel that one person is more controlling, and even while having a conversation, like he or she is more dominant and he or she doesn't want to even hear what you have to say, I think that's when compatibility issues start coming up. That's when you start noticing it, even if you have, say, different kind of interests. So I feel either you let your partner pursue her interests, or maybe you can say take time out for your personal interests with your partner someday. Maybe you can just join in or support your partner's interests. I think that's all. It's all about balancing, I feel, compatibility. And when that balancing doesn't happen, when you start feeling like you are not being respected and your interests and your values, opinions are not being respected, I feel that's when you start noticing the compatibility issues. So even in that case, that relationship will not work out. A lot of times you see a lot of marriages also give this reason, compatibility issues as a reason for divorcing. So it's a big deal. So that's it from me, folks. These are some reasons I feel which are very common for why relationships fail. Most relationships fail. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below and let me know what are your reasons for your breakups to happen, or what are the reasons that your relationships failed. If any other reasons are there which are like major reasons, let me know in the comments below. And please share this video with your friends, and please subscribe if you're liking my channel, liking my videos. Please subscribe. We have to make this channel reach 150, 200,000 million subscribers. And if you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's bye-bye from me. Take care.
And I say, hey, yo, just let it go. Your struggles won't